Hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Okay, it's time for the other chapter review for today. Shingeki no Kyojin, better known as it is Attack on Titan. This one was very interesting I will say, to a point. Um, this was like a mixed bag. This was very interesting. This chapter. This was focusing on one character in the squad. Um, this girl named Sasha, who we see in the chapter. In the beginning of the chapter, though, we get a few things happening. We have a person going to the Hermiha district, and this guy just is on a horse and he's going into the district and he's warning everybody that Titans have appeared. They have been they've been spotted, 10 of them, so on and so forth. He's basically warning everybody, saying it has begun. And he begins then to go to Commander Irvin to let him know that the Titans have appeared and we need to get our shit going here, you know. And we have Trost District Chief Pixis, that's the guy from the beginning of the show to a degree, being informed that the Titans have appeared. Now, the North Squad is composed of two people. This girl named Sasha and this guy. Now, basically, what we get in this chapter after they get to the village, her village, we get a flashback. And it's more or less not too long of a flashback. It's, I don't know how to describe it. It's not really long of a flashback. It's like, you know, she's thinking about her village and she's remembering everything. She's remembering when she was in her village and when her father told her to stop eating the meat, the smoked meat that they were saving for winter. And pretty much they're just basically having a conversation. He's saying, you know, sometimes we're going to need to get out of this village. You need to explore the outside. And I know you're scared about it, but we need to do that. We've always been in this forest, and we've always continued the ways, the traditions of our ancestors. That's basically what they're talking about their ancestors. And basically how, you know, she's hungry because now that, you know, people are coming in and they're taking away their prey, the prey that they hunt for, they're going to come in and, you know, take their crops and everything else. And he's saying humans are animals who survive in groups, that their lifestyle. He's basically saying that it's time for us to adopt their lifestyle, and she's saying, I don't wanna. We've been living like this in the past. Like I said, ancestors passed on to us. We have no obligation to the outsiders. It was from living like the way we like. He's going into enough resolve to your heart. He's talking weird. Yar. So they obviously live in the woods, so they have a different way of speaking. Almost like a country bumpkin kind of thing. And her father's basically saying, do you have the resolve to do that? To never ask for help no matter what danger might befall you. And he's saying, I want to have a future with my clan. Worlds tied together, you know. Is difficult for you. And that's basically that's pretty much what happens in the flashback. You know, he's basically saying that you're a coward. Sasha, you must be a coward to do this, and you don't feel the need to go out there. You're hiding behind this forest. You're trying to continue what our ancestors left us, and you don't want to go forward. And that's basically what her father's telling Sasha. And then it ends that flashback. And we go into her running into the village, trying to find any survivors there may be. And she's like saying this is a new village, and saying that the Titans have already made their way into there. And we get a scene of this kid. He's sitting in a house while his mother is getting eaten by a Titan. Now this Titan is small. It's 3 meters tall. So I would say that's pretty much 10 feet tall, I guess. Very small. It's not a big Titan. It's no, it's not big at all. And it's eating his mother's leg. And it's just like a gruesome, unbelievable scene, and the kid's doing nothing at the point. So Sasha walks in and tries to kill the Titan, but is unable to hit its nape of its neck. Because that's the whole bit. You have to hit it in the nape of the neck. And it's saying it's not working. It's saying that it's healing itself very quickly. And I want to say one thing about this chapter. I like the action sequence. The whole artwork in this scene is phenomenal. Even though there wasn't a lot of things going on in this chapter, we didn't really see Eren, we didn't see Casca, we didn't see any of those main characters. We did get to see this scene, and we saw that, there are some people in the scouting platoon, part of this army, scouting, that actually they long to be home. That's what that's what I got from this chapter. And I think for this chapter, I might give this a 4. I'm going to give this a 4 because of what transpired in this chapter and everything. And basically, Sasha realizes there's a child there, and they're leaving. And a lot of things happen. She says it's going to be fine, trust me. And then the horse leaves. And once again, I must applaud the author. I forgot the guy's name. I got to go back and check, his name. Maybe I'll put the name of the person who does Attack on Titan in the description. Because this guy his artwork is freaking awesome. Just fantastic artwork. I love the realism. The realism of his artwork. It's very unorthodox. It's very strange how he does his art, his manga. It's the way he draws it. It's really fantastic about how he does it. And then we get I forgot to mention, we get 2 flashbacks in this chapter. We get one with her father and one with her fellow scout teammates. And we get a thing with the kid saying, why do you talk speaking so politely? And then she grabs an arrow and a bow, saying that please run, we need to get away from him. And it's only it's only a 3 meter class, so it's not very tall. It's about like 10 feet tall, 8 feet tall. So, and basically the kid tells her that, everybody left already. And they didn't even try to help me and my mother. And when the Titan was eating her, I just stood by and watched. So it's really crazy. And when you get, like I said, her teammates. Now, let me just quickly go over what happened here. Basically, what they were doing was this guy, I believe his name is... I don't think they really say his name. He's basically telling her, Sasha, you shouldn't be, acting so politely. He complains that she acts too politely and says, cut it out, you act just like your parents. Just talk the way you want to talk, in other words. And, And she's like saying, how it's gonna still take some time for me to speak simply. And then the other one is telling him, oh, Sasha's still not her true self, even she speaks her home dialect. And she's like, goes on saying, there's many ways of thinking as their people, and you should just speak the words that you choose when you think, Sasha. And then he's like saying, oh, smooth words. And Amir, that's his name, Amir. And he just briefly told her, she told him, Sasha told him, that he's a little past, and he says that not everybody is as blunt and considerate as you are, Ymir. And she's laughing about it, and then she's running around. She's just running from the Titan, and tells the little boy to leave, get the hell out of here, just run, run, run. I will take care of the Titan. And that's when she decides to fight it. And basically, she's like telling about her memories. And she's like saying it's going to be okay. Just run. I won't give up. Just keep running until you meet them. The people that left the village. Now go. And then she starts fighting the 3-meter Titan. Now, she says run. And pretty much what happened was she's trying to figure out how to fight it, and she hits the arrow in its neck. And she's remembering because she was in this village, and she's learned how to kill animals, hunt animals when she was in the forest and everything, with her father and everything. So she's fighting Titan basically, and all she does is she shoots it in the eye once, and then she shoots it in the eye twice. But when she shoots it in the eye, she forcibly takes her hand and uses the arrow to attack it with. And that's what she does. She just hits it right in the eye. And after that, she pulls away. She hits it with her hand, because remember, this Titan isn't that big. And she starts running. And she's trying to find that kid, and then she bumps into her father and everyone else. And he says, Sasha! And then everyone's back together, and it seems like everything's fine. And she's like saying, we've gone around giving horses to people in the area. That kid over there has told us they were still in person here. Could never imagine it was you. And he's like saying, oh, you took on the kid. You took on the time to save the kid. Sasha, you've become a splendid person. Dad, I'm home. And that's pretty much what happens in this chapter. So, yeah. This was, like I said, this was a pretty damn good chapter. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 because I like this development, which was going down. Yeah, I like the development. The development was pretty damn good of the characters. I thought it was interesting how, we had this one we focused on this one character, Sasha, and her story. 2 backstories, 2 flashbacks on her, which I found very interesting. And now we also know about, these Titans really, they vary in size. It's amazing. You got 3-meter Titans, you got 15-meter Titans, you got a 50-meter Titan. They all range in different sizes and different intelligence. I mean, remember we saw that other guy in last month's chapter. Whew! That hairy mother. And he was totally different than the one we saw in this chapter. This chapter was very, focusing on one character. I thought this was very interesting how they focused on this one character and showed her past and how she hunted animals and was with her father. And she wasn't content in leaving with the life that she had with her father. And now it seems like she did. And when she meets her father again, it's like, you've become a splendid person. And it says, I'm home. That's what the name of this chapter was. I'm home. So, yeah. I thought it was interesting. What did you guys think about this chapter of Shingeki no Kyojin Attack on Titan? And this was chapter 36. Yeah, this was really, not much action. There was a little action with her fighting the Titan, hitting it with the arrow in the neck and in its eye, and then she stabs it. I mean, those Titans are easy to defend against because they're not that tall. I mean, you're talking a Titan that's only 3 meters. Now, obviously, I don't know how long a meter is, but you can more or less guess that it's not that big of a Titan. It's doable that a human can battle a Titan that tall. Can also battle a Titan 5 meters, so, yeah. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys for Shingeki no Kyojin, aka Attack on Titan. Tell me what you guys think. Comments below. You know the story. How many of you guys think about, what next month's going to be? I'd like to hear your opinions on that. And also, rate, comment, subscribe. You know the story. This has been Bankai922. I will see you guys